Oh, you're good. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, hanging in there. So quick question. What vehicle were you driving the night that you came home from work?
One more time.
What were you driving the night you came home from work?
I'm not too sure, but it was either the truck or the Silver Soul.
So you don't recall what vehicle you drove the night that Summer went missing when you got home from work?
No, I really don't, honestly. I'm pretty sure it was the car.
Okay, and what did Jody Sue drive? What was she driving at that time? Could she drive? Did she have her license? Was she able to drive?
She didn't have a license, but she drove, but I don't think she was driving that day.
Okay, is she on type of like, to go to the doctor, she's allowed to drive, things like that, or she just couldn't drive, period?
She don't have a license.
Okay, I know some places allow you to, drive at certain times.
She's never had a license.
Pardon me?
She's never had a license.
Oh, she never had a. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to ask you is the other caller was just mentioning about Candace walking. When she did come to your house, did she ever walk down there during the day, or did she always drive? Do you recall her ever walking to your house just to maybe come down for a few minutes to see Jody Sue? Did she ever?
I never seen Candace really walk to my house. Donnie would ride the dirt bikes up to the house and tear the dogs up. So I didn't have them coming over to the house very much. I'd go over there. They could call me.
Right. And one other quick question: if you had to describe that night that you came home, if you can go, try to take your mind back to that, pulling into Ben Hill. Is there anything you thought maybe? We know the obvious, of course. You find out there's a missing child. But was there anything you thought from some people that maybe was off? Like I would think that everybody would be crying, hysterical. Did you think anybody was acting? Like Don immediately felt like it was an abduction. Like, did he seem hysterical, like it tears you, or was he just like, nah, this is an abduction right away, right off?
I mean, they was both emotional, but a couple days after, it was just like nothing.
Like nothing?
Like I know of them shopping for Bluetooth speakers a couple days after that.
Really? A Bluetooth speaker? Interesting. And so you saw them a couple of days after she was gone. Obviously, you were talking with them, and you just felt that they were just like calm.
Pretty much.
Now, did Jody Sue come over to see them? Did you go up to the house to bring food? Some people do that. They offered you need anything, or
repeat that one more time. My phone cut out.
Did Jody Sue go up to the house and check on Candace, see how she was doing? What can I do for you? Anything like that, or did you guys kind of just stay away from the house and just mind your own business?
No, I mean, we asked them if there was anything we could do and stuff for them, I think. Now, I don't know. I didn't go to work for a couple days after, but after that, I don't really know because I went back to work.
Right. Oh, that's right. Okay, you didn't go to work the very next day, though, correct?
Yeah, I was sticking around. Well, I don't know. I think it was a couple days after, but I was just sticking around, make sure everything was all right, still letting people look through stuff, That way I was on property if anybody needed me.
Okay, so if Jody Sue couldn't drive, do you think if you were at work all day and she needs something, do you think it was possible she would call Candace up to take her to the store,
No.
Who would take her around during the day when you were gone if she couldn't drive?
No, she'd take herself around if she had the car. She kept the car there pretty much all the time. I usually had I had a truck and a Jeep I could drive, so she had the car there pretty much all the time, unless I just decided to take it if she didn't need it.
Good night.
Hello.
Hey, Andy.
How you doing?
Good. I have a couple questions.
Okay.
On that day, someone went missing. What's your gut telling you?
What do you mean? What's my gut telling me?
What do you think happened?
Well, I mean, I really don't know. I've thought about everything that happened, but I think it lies on them over there. I think they had something to do with it.
And why is that?
Because it's a rural area and it's never happened before. I got a question for you right now.
Sure.
What's your name, bud?
Chris?
McDonough?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought that was your voice. I'm pretty good with voices.
Well, there you go. So, what do you think would have happened?
What do you mean? What do you think would have happened?
Yeah,
That's that's kind of one of them what if questions, Chris.
No, I respect that. But there's a lot of what if here. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah. If ifs and buts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, wouldn't we?
That's right. We can all wait for Santa Claus at the right time.
Oh yeah.
But I think you mentioned a little bit ago, I was listening, that the folks up on the holler there, up on the hill, they know. What do you mean by that?
I mean, in my opinion, out of all the years that people have lived down there, they have never been a child went missing. So to me, in places like that, growing up there my whole life, they have always been a code. You take care of your elders, you take care of the kids. You respect both. I don't think nobody in that area would have snatched up and hurt a little kid. I just don't know that they did it intentionally over there. You know, it might have been an accidental situation. They panicked and then they had to do something. But I don't know.
Sure. Oh, and you know what? I don't disagree with you, my friend. Anything is possible, right? I mean, people panic.
Oh yeah, people panic.
You know, one of the things that's kind of always shot with me, and you tell me what you're thinking, is this idea that Candace had, one night she was pretty well wasted. And she got up there and said that she wants to tell everybody what really happened. I mean, how do you interpret that?
To me, that sounds like she's wanting to tell the truth.
Okay. So do you think there's more to the story then?
I have no clue. There's probably, well, I mean, I know there's a lot more to the story because we don't know what happened to Summer. We don't know where Summer's at. So, I mean, there's a lot more to the story that nobody knows. I don't know. You don't know. The whole World Wide Web don't know.
Well, we both can agree that 5-year-olds just don't vanish, right?
Nope.
And would you think that she walked away?
In my opinion, if she walked away, they'd have done found her in the woods within a couple hours that day. Riley.
And you grew up there all your life, right?
Oh yeah.
So it wouldn't be far-fetched to think then, if she was last seen in the house, that's probably where she should be found, in the house, right?
You would think that if she was last seen going into the house, that's where she would be, yeah.
Okay, and she's not in that house, and we're not going to know that. So that only leads to a couple of ideas. Who else was around her? Why would Hunter bring your name up into this? And I don't know if it was you. He just said Andy, right? How did you get involved in this through his reach?
The only involvement in this I had is what Jody Sue has shoved me into, and that they got a little bit of weed off of me. That's the only involvement I had in this.
Sure. What were the what line of questioning was TBI and the law asking? What were they asking?
I honestly don't remember, sir.
Okay, no problem. What do you feel Don knows about this?
Well, I mean, he's the father. He might have no knowledge of it, or he might have all knowledge of it. I don't know. I really don't know. I've not talked to him since really right after all this happened. When I left, I've not spoke with nobody.
And you saw him buying a Bluetooth speaker or something, I just heard?
I seen one of them in a store somewhere, and they was on the phone or something, and they was talking. It was him talking to Candace about a Bluetooth speaker that he was trying to find.
Did you go to the store with him, or did you just happen to be in the same store?
Happened to be in the same store.
That's kind of coincidental, right?
No. Usually I've seen him about every day or every other day at the price list in King's Beer or cigarettes or something.
Sure. So would you consider yourselves friends or just acquaintances?
No, neighbors, acquaintances.
Just neighbors?
Yeah, I didn't go over. I didn't drink a beer. I didn't hang out. I didn't, ride to town with him. Let's go have a beer at the bar. Let's go out to eat. No, there wasn't no fishing trips or nothing like that. I didn't hang out with nobody.
Okay, that's fair enough. How about Grandma? What do you know about her?
I really didn't talk to Grandis.
What do you know about her?
That she was an old lady that lived in the camper. That's pretty much it. And that she was her mom.
Well, that's kind of vague.
I mean, that's the relationship I had. That's the relationship I had with them. I've learned more since I've been gone and moved away from them than I did when I lived next to them.
Sure. And what about Candace? What do you know about her?
I mean, not a whole lot. She just seemed like a drunk.
Is that your assessment of her, or just, I mean, when you saw her, was she always drunk?
Yeah, pretty much. Every time I seen any of them, they was drunk. Or getting drunk, working on it.
Just alcohol? Any drugs involved?
I mean, the only thing I ever seen was alcohol and weed.
Just dope, pot. No cocaine?
Nope.
No?
No. I've heard of him going to Knoxville to smoke crack, but I never did, I never did see him smoking crack. Haven't meth, any of that.
Oh, was that the story where he went up and sold $2,000 worth of crack or something to that effect back in the day?
No, like he used to run off every few weekends or so and disappear and smoke crack is what she'd say.
Mm-hmm. How was Don around women?
That was what?
How was Don around women?
I really was not around him enough around any women. You could hear them over there arguing and fussing. So other than that, I don't really know.
No, Lawson does too, the sheriff. Is that a big drug area?
A lot of rural areas are drug. I mean, it's not a big drug area, no. I mean, it everywhere around in rural areas have drug activity usually, but I mean, most of the people that live in that holler is older people that don't do drugs.
Don make it sound like it's a big drug area. I mean, the day Summer went missing, I mean, shortly thereafter, he was on YouTube talking about all the druggies.
Well, I mean,
It's kind of an insult to the holler, doesn't it? Sound like that way?
I mean, it is an insult to the holler, but I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. And I mean, if people get offended by it, I mean, I smoke pot. I don't drink. Very seldom do I drink. So, I mean, I know of a couple dope heads in the holler, but that don't include me. So,
Sure.
Hello.
Hey, Eddie.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Front porch sitting.
I hear you. Okay, first off, I would like to say I hope you get to see your daughter. Second, I want to congratulate you and Becca and hope you have a great life. Third, I would like to say, and I'm sure you may know this, beware of Chris McDonough.
Oh, I understand that. I've heard it.
Yeah, he's a snake in my opinion. You take it for what it's worth. Beware. If you talk to him one-on-one, record him or have somebody there listening.
Oh, I know. I understand.
All right. Much success and luck to you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello. Yes.
I'm going to quick ask my question, brother, and then I'll take my answer off the air. It's good to see you. It's AB, and I'm wondering, looking through your history, what was the Schedule 2 drug you were charged with? Why was cannabis reallocated? Or if you guys are claiming that you only delved into cannabis and whatnot historically, why were you charged with a Schedule 2 drug only? Thanks.
What the hell?
Oh, that was AB. He just wanted to state that so I can answer it.
Oh.
Schedule 2. That was something that they found in her purse. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's tramadol, Valium, what exactly that was. That one. Hello. Hang on one second.
Alrighty.
I'm not too sure what the Schedule 2 was. I didn't have no Schedule 2 on me. That was something that they found out of a bottle in the house.
Hey,
How you doing?
this is Jeannie.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Chilling.
I just wanted to ask, I've heard that something about a taco bar.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what we're going to have for the wedding.
Oh my gosh, what's going on here tonight? Like, I
Okay.
heard a whole interview and then some other stuff, and
Yeah, it gets kind of crazy in here sometimes.
I know. Well, I just wanted to tell y'all good luck. I don't know if I'll hear from you before your wedding and everything. I want to tell y'all good luck, and
I
I hope
appreciate
it's
it.
awesome and good luck next week and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, hopefully I can figure something out Tuesday. See Sissy.
Okay. Well, you can let me know if you need anything.
All right, I will do.
All right.
Thank
I'll
you.
talk to y'all later.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
There you go. Hello.
Hi, Andy.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good. I just had a quick question for you. I was wondering if you thought that Jody Sue and Don ever had anything going on.
I honestly have no clue. I heard some stuff after the fact here recently, but anything before, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of been alluded.
To me, I know he's using my little as a weapon in a way to hurt. I know the lives are about triggering or whatever, and tonight I really was not. But I did leave a message in chat. I was like, look, after the narrative lady. With the, well, I thought it was so sad. And the video, I really did that out, like, nice. To try to, like always, hope there's a human in there somewhere. Despite my own trepidation, own fears, and own everything. Despite knowing danger and risk, you always think, man, if you can just get through. He asked the other night that he don't understand. She can hear him, see him, and it makes her ill. You know? He don't care. But he knew this bear too. But I asked. And she said she'd hear what he had to say. And I played it. She heard him say he loved her. Didn't go, man. She's not interested. I don't know. It is, and I never, I can't. It just will never change. Never will. Never will. The only reason, just like I knew from the beginning, that it's just a hard, and that's how I feel. He wants her to hear, I love you, from him, right? But in the same breath, he doesn't think she'll hear him or see him ever in her life on panels where they're making fun of her name and he doesn't say anything. Where he is clearly working with people that she knows have been given information about them throughout, and to target, terrorize, stalk, have bought pictures of her and put them online. I mean, have threatened her mother, her brother, blackmailed, doxed the whole damn family. I mean, and man, I just don't. She'll see that someday too, I'm sure. He admitted some sort of role in that fake phone call. And we literally have proof here as a family that that's not what was told to him, and then I guess what he told other people that made that shit happen. It's not what he was told by anyone. And others here have heard it. Nobody here was in danger. Nobody here was doing anything. Nobody was telling anybody anything. That shit ever happened, bro. It was the exact opposite, and it had to do with him. Not I or her. I mean, like, it was, and it got twisted. And then it got told to this group in hours in advance. Somehow they knew. Weird, huh? I'm just tired of all the damn lies. Oh, and I'm never clicking the button again. But, because I can't. Because somehow it still has some sort of, and you want to have hope. And that's the only thing in this fucking world that can do that. Where I'm like, nah, but wait, maybe you can reach it. And it's just, it immediately clicks in 27 years of training of, keep trying to reach the image, and I can't. Even your dead friend, keep trying or hoping, and I can't, man. So, I can't. So whatever. I don't know what to say. I try to fucking adult and be like, look, I'd like to send through the grapevine some pictures or progress or check-in dates to where if she wants to, man, you just, and then that way maybe eventually, she's ever ready. But at least that way, you'd have updates without contact, And without harm to her until she's ready. And if she's ever ready. And that's her decision. But, I keep falling for it. Doesn't matter how fucking long goes by. It's very bad. I mean, hell, it's very folks molded. Like, you can, with that, and it's the only thing in the world. And I guess you train to a certain degree, right? I don't know what else to call it.
Hello?
Hey, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Scott.
How you doing, Scott? I thought that was you.
Yeah. If you do get the opportunity, if everything works out for you on Tuesday, which I hope that it does, could you do me and 338 other people a favor?
What's that?
Tell your precious daughter that they ain't none of us out here trying to target, terrorize, and eat her.
I will do so.
That we generally have an interest in her well-being, and I think it's just been extremely, extremely damaging for her to sit and listen to one person tell her something that's completely opposite from what 340 of us actually think of.
Oh, I know. I don't understand it myself.
I know you don't.
It looks like she would remember before the bad. It looks like she would remember some of the good before the bad.
Right.
So.
Well, I honestly believe that she will if she ever gets that opportunity, and hopefully she gets that opportunity very, very soon.
Yeah, me too.
But that's all I wanted to say. Just let her know that, we ain't out there trying to eat nobody or damage nobody, and you know that.
I know.
You know that. But you and Becca take care, and if I don't holler at you before Tuesday, I wish you the best of luck.
Well, I appreciate it, Scott. You have a good night. Thank you for calling.
Next question.
Hello?
Hey, it's Adrian.
Hey.
Hey, Karma in chat wants to know, was Jody physically able to search and walk the banks every night after Summer went missing?
Yeah, she was getting up, moving around at that point in time quite a bit.
Okay. So I think that because a lot of the question is whether she was jumping down in the creek there, and that she was, I know you had said that she stood out on the bank outside after Summer went missing for long hours every night.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know if she was actually out walking and searching like she said she was.
Yeah, she was out moving about and stuff. That's why I was aggravated, because I was afraid she'd get out, fall, get hurt, something in the dark, and
Right.
I would be in there asleep. So.
Right. Okay. Well, Carla had asked a few times, and I wanted to just call and ask because I don't think you guys were seeing it. So.
Mama Bird G. Yeah, I heard about the peeping Tom. I actually seen him one night.
I was wondering if there's any truth to how much of the noise coming from 110 Ben Hill that that you yourself could say that you were able to clearly hear and understand. And was there a lot of noise from the kids or from the adults across the road there, or was it kind of quiet?
You could hear the kids when they was outside playing, screaming. You know, you could hear that. You could hear if people was outside in the driveway, you could hear conversations, or if they was in the front yard, you could kind of hear conversations. If they was yelling and screaming over there, you could hear it.
Okay.
Sometimes you couldn't hear every word, but you could hear a lot of the stuff they were saying from over there, and vice versa. You could probably hear what I was saying at my house.
Okay. Has Loaf always been involved in drama? Like, does she have friends? Has she had a history of ever having friends?
She's had a few acquaintances and friends, but a few of them don't seem to last very long, and most of them, I mean, she really don't have friends. She don't have people that she goes and hangs out with regularly. She don't, or she didn't. I'm not speaking for now. I'm speaking for 14, 16 months ago. I'm speaking for that time frame.
Yeah.
You know, she'd go out and do things with some people, and then, you know, it'd be months or a year, and then they'd do something again. But no, most of the time she stayed at home, worried about what I did.
Okay.
And go, Carla. Yeah, I would like to say, sis, please give me a chance. It was just a bad situation. I was reacting to it. I love you with all of my heart, and I've missed you. But I love you and I miss you. I don't know what else to say besides I'm sorry. Let me make it up to you. Yes, she's blocked me from leaving the house in the driveways. Try to keep me from leaving.
We'll do another live on Tuesday. Let y'all know what happened in court.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, hanging out, calling. We'll do it again here in a day or two. That way maybe I can let everybody know what's going on.